subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Big GT. Like Big GT. Now, Big GT is over in the UK, and he has that anti-FBA energy. Now, look at GT. Now, GT, do we worship the same ancestors, GT?
I don't know what ancestors you're worshiping if you're claiming to be black. You understand? I don't know. I just want to know why you so angry, Tariq, this morning, bro. You're just angry, like what's going
on? What kind of project? I'm not even raising my voice. I'm here talking with the family. I'm talking with the family. What you projecting? Y'all love projecting. I ain't even angry. Stop projecting, GT. And where you been hiding, man? I heard some of your fellow tethers, they've been getting on your ass. I heard y'all been having infighting with. You've been having infighting with other refugees. What's going on?
You can hear your anger. You can hear that.
Sir, that's projection. The only thing that's angry is your. Sir, the only thing that's angry is that hyena in your apartment. You didn't eat your hyena, and he's angry. But I'm not angry. Now, what happened? Get your phone together, GT. Damn.
You know, that's how it goes in the drive. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro, you in there.
Well, you drive.
You got them Agusi fumes messing up the reception on your phone. Now, what's on your mind? Come on, your phone is messing up. Good Lord, Big
I just wanted to know why you're so angry.
Okay, I'm not gonna keep talking to you in that raggedy ass Igusi phone. I'm not. Come on now, nigga. You won that phone at a Burna Boy concert. That phone is janky as shit, nigga. The phone, it rings. It got Afro beats, ringtones, and shit. Get off here with that janky ass phone. All right, let me get some more people in here. Good grief. Shout out to everybody in here. We are in here deep. Let me get one more call. I'm kind of hungry. I need a midnight snack. I need to go. I should have called Bushmeat Barrister and have them deliver some damn Uber Eats. Let me get one more good one in here. Y'all raise your hand. Raise your hand, American, Melanin American. Let me get Melanin American in the building. Melanin American, what's happening?
Oh man, what's up, Tariq?
What's up,
all right, man. I know you're gonna roast me for this question, man, or not this question, but it's a slight criticism. On constructive criticism.
Hopefully, it's based in fact. If it's sound like like it's not.
Well, you can educate me on this because I see a little problem with the terminology of foundational Black American.
How so?
Well, because number one is redundant because foundational Black American. Okay, so I will ask you this. Why not just foundational Americans if Black people are the foundation?
Mm-hmm.
Because that opens the door for whites to say, well, we're foundational whites, and other people to say, well, we're foundational this. If Blacks are the foundational Americans, why not just foundational Americans? And why hold on to Black? That's a problematic term too. Mm-hmm. And the last part is the American part. Like if we were here, if we're indigenous to this land before it was America, why keep America attached? Because America has a lot of blood on its hands. That name carries like a curse. So why would we adopt that? That whole name to me is problematic.
How so?
Unless it's just temporary.
How's the name problematic?
Well, kind of what I just listed out is it has redundancies. It opens up the door for other people to claim that they're foundational, other ethnic groups. Like I said, even just alone, if Blacks are the foundational Americans, we could just leave the Black part out.
No, why do you have a problem with the word Black? There's nothing wrong with Black.
Because I feel like that's a term that was put on us as to put us in like a racial caste system and place us at the bottom. We went from Negro, which is a variant of black. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that we embraced it and we turned it into something, but it's not a name that we originally called ourselves. That's my problem with that.
Well, the thing is, different circumstances, people call themselves different names. All ethnic groups based on circumstances, like certain Indians, Creek Indians, they didn't call themselves Creek Indians. That was a name that the Europeans came and saw as, okay, you guys live by the creek, you're Creek Indians. So the thing is, black,
Okay.
understand this, black is not just a color, that signifies a lineage and a struggle. You understand? You
Uh,
can't say America has blood. What country don't have blood on it by the white supremacists?
So, but why would we take America, which is no, it's not, it has nothing to do with
Okay.
black,
I'm
nothing, anything.
What
America.
what country doesn't have white blood on it?
I mean, I couldn't tell you off the top of the head.
Tell you none.
Uh,
Well, only one, North Sentinel Island. That's it. Well, it's
okay.
white blood because they didn't kill the white people who went there, but yeah, every place the white supremacists has shed blood, so you can't just single out America. Black is not just a color. It's not just a melanin. It's based on a lineage. You understand? It's based on resistance. We actually chose black because they were saying Negro and the N word and colored and all of that. We weren't just foundational because we were early Americans. We were foundational because we were the black people whose free labor shaped the nation.
Hmm.
So erasing black, you're erasing the reason why America owes a debt to that. That's why we're not going to do just foundational American, because yeah, other people can kind of slip in and try to say that they were the foundation of something. No, 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 it's foundational Black American. Foundational Black American is vague, is easily hijacked.
Okay, so you're looking at it in a political sense then.
No, just say, oh, you got some white people from the Mayflower who can say, well, we're foundational Americans. No, well, foundational Black Americans, it protects the identity from appropriation and political delusion, you know?
Okay, so yeah, all right, so there are other foundational Americans then aside from black people.
No, they can try to play that game that they're foundational. Well, they can say, like, Thomas Jefferson, like the founding fathers. They can play,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Those were people who
Okay.
were they founded the Constitution. So technically, yeah, some of those guys, the Thomas Jeffersons, the George Washingtons, the founding fathers. But yeah, we were just as instrumental and more important. And we're not white. We're foundational Black Americans. We were the labor force and the cultural force that built this up. So we want you to know exactly who did it. That's why Black is very, very important.
I wonder if we were the architects though. I believe this country was blacks were used for labor, but the crafters of this nation were Anglo white men.
Really? How come they didn't craft that in Europe then?
Well, they left Europe because of persecution and came over here and did their own
Okay,
thing.
how did they come over here and magically know all of this stuff?
Well, I'm sure they used a lot of deception and you know, uh, I understand how they get down, but
Al-
still,
Also, when they did try to found colonies over here by themselves, because the white supremacists did come over here and try to found white colonies over here, European colonies, without slave labor. Well, some with the slave labor, some without. They all of them failed before 1619. All of them failed. They couldn't do it. Why couldn't they do it on their own?
I hear you.
If
I hear you. Yeah,
I'm telling you, we were this shit where we were just the laborers. Have you visited some of these plantations?
I haven't. I'm stuck in SoCal. I'm from California.
Louisiana, go down to South Carolina. Go.
Mhm.
I was at a plantation in Louisiana. They will proudly tell you that the architect house, the big house, was a black slave. We were building the houses, we were building the bridges. Hawk King was another foundational Black American who was enslaved, who they would get to build many of the bridges and railroads, and he was an architect for state houses around the country in the South. We have been to
Okay.
America. Benjamin Banneker's foundational Black American who helped design Washington, D.C. You understand? We were
Right.
we were
Right.
we were the architects and everything, sir. You understand?
I understand that. I mean, I have family. You know, my grandma from Shreveport, Louisiana. My grandfather's from Nacogdoches, Texas. So you know, my lineage goes back. But I just haven't been visiting out there to really explore all that stuff in person. And it seems like I need to dig deeper because yeah, it's a lot of stuff I'm not
Now,
hip to.
here's
But
all you,
I yeah,
by the way. Here's all you.
I appreciate it.
They were?
Thank you. I appreciate you for putting me up on a little game, giving me a little bit more detail so I can know, you know, what I need to know when I talk about this type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. Land my plane there.
Here's all your family from, by the way.
My family,
Yeah.
my mom, you know, we've been out here in Cali since the 50s. So at least, so she's from Compton, California. My grandfather and her side is, like I said, from Nacogdoches, Texas. My grandma from Louisiana, Shreveport. On my dad's side, I wasn't raised with him, but I know I have folks from Oklahoma and I think Louisiana too. So I got my records and everything. We go way back, like papers and all that. So I'm ready for reparations, man. We'll get them if something passes for us.
There you
I'm legit,
go.
man.
All right. There, my man. But yeah, let's come on now. You better know your history. That's why it's important to know your history, family. No. We're foundational Black Americans, not just foundational Americans. Because yeah, people will try to co-opt that. They can try to remix that. Now, when you say foundational Black American, now you're being very, very specific. You understand? Yeah, blackness, the Black identity is legally and historically recognized throughout history. Blackness, that's been used to determine access, exclusion, exploitation from slavery, the Three-Fifth Clause, Jim Crow, redlining, mass incarceration. They were doing that to Black people. They use the word Black, and we're gonna let them know. Okay, yes, we're still Black, and you still owe us. I ain't about to make this shit vague. No. We're owed as Black folks, as foundational Black Americans. We're going to use the legal and social language used against us to get compensation, which includes Black. Yeah, we're removing Black. That disconnects foundational Black Americans from our unique cultural contributions. Hip hop, Black. Foundational Black Americans, jazz, foundational Black Americans, soul food, foundational Black Americans, hoodoo, foundational Black Americans, civil rights movement, foundational Black Americans. We're owning that. You understand? It's not just foundational, it's foundational Black American. See, we just say foundational American, that ignores the cultural, spiritual, and artistic genius that rose up out of Blackness. That's the thing that makes the shit so great. We did that when Blackness was being oppressed, and we still rose up and created all of these great things as Black people, as an oppressed group. That's what makes us goddamn superheroes to a damn certain degree. The Blackness, that's the thing, that's the key ingredient in the sauce. That's the key ingredient. That's what makes us so unique and so remarkable. They tried their best to denigrate the Blackness, suppress the Blackness, subjugate the Blackness, spiritually break the Blackness, and they did not break the Blackness, ladies and gentlemen. We said in the 60s, we're Black and we're proud. Now what? That was a declaration of success and victory. We're still here as the Black people you tried to denigrate. We're reminding you of that Blackness that made this country what it is. We ain't giving that up. We embrace it. Now other people try to embrace it. I'm Black too, my nigga. We're all Black. Nah, well, yeah. No, because y'all would go out of your way to say you weren't. I'm not Black, nigga. I'm Jamaican. Remember back in the 90s? We would hear that all the time. They act like they weren't saying that. I used to hear that when I was single back in the club days. I would always hear these Caribbean and African women, Black as hell. Oh, I'm not Black. I'm Ethiopian. Oh, I'm not Black. I'm Caribbean. Oh, I'm not Black. I'm Trinidadian. They would always say that. They wore that shit as a badge of honor. Now they try to flip it. Oh, well, we're all these same people. Oh, okay. But the thing is, family, Black, that's the power word that puts the system on notice. See, we're not going to remove black. See, that's a strategic attempt to kind of neutralize demands. You know, when we start claiming that blackness, people say, "Oh, that's divisive." Yeah, they don't say that when Irish Americans and Native American is used. See, black makes people uncomfortable, and that's a good thing because it reminds you, it forces America to confront its sins. Yeah, it's when you come in with that black, you yelling black. No, everybody has because you know what you did. It's like you know what you did last summer. No, I'm gonna remind you. You're not gonna get to forget. I ain't taking the black out of shit. You're gonna get reminded every day of what you did and what needs to be done to give compensatory justice. That's why it has to be remained. Foundation of Black America is not just a label, it's a statement of truth, a statement of ownership, and a statement of power. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Princess Naya, hop on, ma'am.
Hi. I wanted to ask you some questions.
Yes, ma'am. Okay? You're in Sudan. Or are you here now? I know you're Sudanese, but are you here now in America?
Yes.
Where you at? Where you live? Arizona?
No, in Illinois.
Illinois. Okay. What's on your mind?
Well, I wanted to ask, why don't they want to give you FDA people y'all reparations?
Because everything about us is supposed to be exclusionary. And if we get something, it's supposed to be shared with everybody. That's a whole extension of slavery. And they expect us to go along with that mindset. Foundational Black Americans, we've never, ever, ever in this country received anything tangible that was exclusive to us, ever. Anything that we've received, it has to be shared with everybody else. And that's because we have to be suppressed because we are very powerful. And they know once we get equal compensation, we will start running circles around people. So there's always been this threat of us, quote, taking over. That's what all that's about. But go ahead.
Yeah, cause like just in different neighborhoods in America, like the Jewish have their own, the Chinese people, etc. But like they have a problem when you guys want to have your own community and just something for you guys. Cause it has a African. I've been here my whole life, but my parents are from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I believe y'all need to get reparations.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe I qualify for reparations from the American government, but your people, I believe, do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's what it is. But thank you so much, dear. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me get my brother, the good Dr. Randy Short in the building. The great Dr. Randy Short in the building. And Free Africa, we had him on the other day. We had Free Africa on. Free Africa, you good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, let me get Dr. Short. Dr. Short, you in here?
Oh, hell yes.
How you doing, Dr. Short?
Oh, I'm blessed. You rose my ass up from the dead talking this stuff. How you doing?
I'm so good, man. How's everything going with you?
You got me counting my check. I'm trying to figure out how many zeros I want on it.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
Just know we got to get paid, brother.
Yeah.
We got to get paid, and it's just us, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's just us. And there's no, it's crazy that it's privatized benefits for everyone else and socialized gains. We have to put in for whatever people get privately. It's outrageous. Even these illegals get over us. In fact, there's a sister here, really righteous sister. I met at your rally for reparations, and there's no money. If you're an American and you worked hard, I'm saying Foundation of Black America, you worked hard, and something bad happens to you, all of the emergency funds are gone because they've been given to people who just showed up.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Hmm.
So we're talking about a person that's mother, multiple kids, been put in the system, high earner, zero. And this is all over the country. That's housing, that's everything else. They've got to pay us. It is a debt owed. America is a broke debtor nation to us. They talk about the national debt. Well, what about the foundational Black American debt for which we're owed? Everybody talk about, we'll never be able to pay. Well, shoot, you've never paid us. I could care less about that debt. You know, they'll put it up. Well, that will hurt the rest of society. Well, slavery hurt us. Lynching hurt us.
Yes.
Jim Crow hurt us. Genocide hurt us. Land dispossession hurt us. Credit redlining hurt us. Burning all of our communities. Flooding our communities hurt us.
Hmm.
Do you follow what I'm saying? And our people have been, it's not just that. Psychologically, what it has done to us, when people complain about anything they don't like about us, you know, the more I learn, my God, my mother's family got ran out of Florida behind Rosewood. My grandfather had people run out of a place called Little Egypt, which they put underwater in North Carolina. My great-great-grandfather and them got run out of Wilmington, North Carolina, because of a race genocide. I had family burnt out of East St. Louis over genocide. I mean, it's all over the damn country. Had family run out of Mississippi. It took 80 acres of land. They're going to kill everybody. I mean, the further back I go, it gets worse and worse, and it's more and more. And it's like, we don't even know how much they've done. These bastards are so bad. We can't figure out how much they did to us. There's not enough zeros. There will never be enough. Like Jews say never again, we need to say never again and never enough. What you say, brother?
Man, I 100% agree with that, brother. Much respect to you. Thank you, sir. Let me get Free Africa in here. Free Africa, what's up?
Thank you, sir. Much respect to you, your leadership, and what you're doing for your family.
Hmm.
But just one quick question for you. So, do you have anything positive about Africa? Because you keep attacking Africa as if the entire continent
What
hates
did I
you.
attack Africa? One thing did I say to attack it?
Yeah, because I heard you say people coming as refugees, then they collaborate with white people to hate you, whatever, so on and on. Let me just tell you, I'm from Africa, but I live in the US. We like you people. You, our brothers and sisters. We don't hate black people. We are black. Let's be honest. Just logic. So when you're saying these people, it seems like the entire continent of Africa is against uh, foundation black Americans. That's not true. You are our brothers and sisters. You say we came with disease. That's a white supremacy thing. So it hurts fellow
Okay,
African.
let's stop that. Some of y'all, look, we're not gonna sit here and lie. Everybody don't have diseases, but there's a lot of diseases over in Africa. And then when you have Bushmeat Barrister come over here telling us that we're diseased up, we're gonna gently remind him of the truth. You understand what I'm saying? We're not beating up on you.
Eh,
We're
Yes,
not
sir.
gonna have one of your fellow immigrants come over here lying on us and ignoring the damn epidemic of diseases in his homeland. So we're going to just do some corrective straightening. That's all that is. All right, but thank you so much. I didn't debunk you the other day, and I want you to. I'm not going to just re-debunk your ass. Yeah, I didn't debunked all that nonsense the other day. I'm not going to even go into it again.
I'll be feeling so right. I got that root word tonight. Feeling fresh from the morning light. Root work hit me, I'm set for the night. Look good, smell right. Yeah, I'm that type. I gotta let the world know I got that root word